You can have every single thing that you want in life like this when you give up these 3 thoughts that you're thinking that are blocking everything that you want from coming into your life way easier than you ever thought possible. Sounds crazy, but it's true. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and I hope you're smiling too. Let's go right into the video. Number 1, the thought that you don't deserve it. You can't attract something into your life, whether it's a romantic relationship or more money or a promotion or a new job or your dream house or new health or anything. You cannot attract a single thing into your life if you don't think you deserve it. Because the pictures you see in your life at large, is a reflection of the pictures that you see in your mind consciously and subconsciously. So if you have a picture in your mind that you don't deserve, something that you want to attract into your life, the outer world only mirrors the inner world. The outer world, the circumstances of your life mirror your inner world. So if you imagine that you're not good enough, which is all it is, it's you using your imagination negatively, what do you think is going to happen? The outside world cannot give you what you want because it only gives you what you imagine. That's the coolest thing about life, is that life will give us whatever we imagine, whatever we ask for, whatever we're constantly thinking about. And think about the idea that you're not good enough anyways. It makes no sense. How could you not be good enough? How could somebody be better than somebody else? We're a bunch of little ants spinning out in endless space on a little rock. How could somebody be less good and somebody be more good? That's why we're here. We're here to experience. We're spiritual beings in physical bodies to experience the joys of life, to experience the fullness of life. So why would you not be good enough to experience the fullness of life? Some trees aren't more deserving than other trees. The universe, the God, whatever, the creative spirit wasn't like, yeah, those trees are more deserving than other trees. Those humans over there, they're not that deserving, but that guy is, this lady is. No, it doesn't work like that. It's that we've been conditioned negatively, subconsciously by major corporations and advertisers so that we think lowly of ourselves, so we buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't know. That's from the Fight Club movie. And so think about that. That's a huge concept. There's actually a person named Edward Bernays, who's the nephew of Sigmund Freud, the most famous psychologist ever. Edward Bernays created public relations. He created advertising as we know it today. It didn't exist before. He thought, well, what if I take my uncle's discovery, Sigmund Freud, the famous psychologist, discoveries about the subconscious mind and how human beings are unconscious creatures of habit, and whatever ideas are planted unconsciously express themselves in life. What if I could hijack the unconscious mind and convince people they weren't good enough and control them by their unconscious emotions? Enter advertising. Think about it. Every advertising you see on television, all of these major advertising, they're designed so that we aren't very confident. So it's been programmed for many, many years deeply into ourselves, into our parents, into our grandparents. So we just don't think we're that good. So I want you to say this. I deserve everything I desire. Comment it down below. I deserve everything that I desire. That's the word you replace it from I don't deserve to I deserve everything that I desire. And if you don't think so, it's just subconscious programming. You can change it like that. Download my free success hypnosis, jakeshypnosis.com down below, and it'll program your subconscious mind for success, for abundance, and it'll eliminate those thoughts. So affirm and comment down below. I deserve everything I desire. Number 2, the second thought that you gotta give up is the thought that opportunity is monopolized. Now you hear this all the time. I can't start a YouTube channel because there's already a lot of YouTube channels. I'm a little too late for this. You know, this seems like a lot of people. You know, we can do that when we're out at a restaurant and we see somebody that's attractive. You know, or maybe you're out on a Friday night at a bar and there's a bunch of other people that are also thinking somebody's attractive attractive, so we don't think we have a shot to go over and introduce ourselves. You know, we think this where there's other intelligent people, so there's no room for us to be successful in life. That there's already people that are winning in every industry and business, so there's no sense for us to be an entrepreneur and follow in that industry. People do it with books. They think that there's people that are very successful as authors, so there's no space. We believe in an idea of scarcity, that there's only so much success in the world, and the result of that is we see somebody with something that we want, whether it's beautiful health or a romantic relationship or a dream car that you want, and then we get jealous of them, and it's our way unconsciously that we cope with us not having it. It's a protectionism mechanism. You see somebody with a nice car that you wish you had, and you say, oh, that rich jerk, they should give some money to charity. And that's really what they should do. You know, or you see somebody kissing in public and you're like, I wish they wouldn't kiss in public. But really, we just wish we could do that, right? We wish you had that relationship. It's a way that we do that. And I want you to know that you live in an infinitely abundant world. There is no scarcity, only the scarcity created by the human mind. There are no limitations other than the limitations we've imposed upon ourselves. We live in an abundant world. More money is printed every single day. In fact, there is so much money that paper money is debt, and alternative forms of currency are finally starting to rise, i.e. cryptocurrency, because the dollar is losing so much value. There's so much money out there in the world. There are billions of people in the world. I think there's like 7 billion people in the world. Your soulmate is out there, your mentor is out there, your new friends and like minds that you haven't met, they are out there, they're in the world. Your dream home already exists. It either has been built or the raw materials and the space on planet Earth where it will be already exists. These things are out there in the world, and I want you to know, anytime you think that opportunity is monopolized, somebody has what you want so you can't have it, it's just that subconscious programming we talked about before. That's why I have hypnotized myself for years with this exact recording down below, Jake's Hypnosis. You can use it. And I just want to remind you this, and I want you to affirm this. I live in an abundant world. Comment it down below. I live in an abundant world. Doesn't it feel good to say it? It makes you want to smile because you can just drop all the stress about, is there enough to go around? No, I live in an abundant world. Number 3, the third thing to drop, the thought that it will be hard work. Who knows it'll be hard? Who knows? It might not be at all. And even if it was hard, that hard work might give you the deepest sense of fulfillment and meaning that you've ever had in your entire life. It might give you a total level of bliss and ecstasy and joy about life. So what happens is, there's a term in psychology, it's called anticipatory anxiety. Anticipatory anxiety, which is anxiety that people develop about anticipating the future that may or may not happen. Now, they say that the majority of anxiety cases where people come in and they're diagnosed with some anxiety disorder, the majority of them come from anticipatory anxiety. So that's the mind playing tricks on us, and the mind saying it's gonna be so hard it's not worth it. It's gonna be so hard to have a relationship. You know, I had a woman at one of my last seminars that said she made a decision when she was a young girl, about 10 years old, that relationships were hard work, so she never wanted to be in a relationship with a man. And she didn't realize that until I took her, we went through an exercise to identify early subconscious programming. And I took her through it, and she said, at a break, she came over and told me the story. And I brought her up in front of everyone to share. How crazy is that? She decided at that young of an age that relationships were hard work. She didn't even know if they were hard work. She just thought they were because she looked around at all the grown-ups outside of herself, right? So how crazy is that? You don't know if it's gonna be hard work, and it might be exhilarating. You know, a lot of times in my life, and I'm sure you can attest to this, you worked hard for something and it felt so good that you did it. So that it might be exactly what you need, or it may not be hard at all. Drop that all together and say, everything I desire comes to me with ease and grace. Say that. Comment it down below. Everything I desire comes to me with ease and grace. They've proven that when you actually write something down, when you actually embody the thing that you're learning about, you retain it like 75% higher than if you don't at all, if you mentally just say it. So I want you to actually comment that down below. Actually pull out a piece of paper and write it down. Write that down. Everything I desire comes to me with ease and grace. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. 3 things you gotta give up to attract what you want into your life easier, quicker, faster than you ever thought that you could. If you dig this video, share it with a friend. Share this channel with a friend. Please share this. We're trying to spread as much positivity and optimism in the world, because if we all realize that we're more powerful than we desire, the world's gonna be a more beautiful, inspiring, and happy place. Download my free success hypnosis, jakeshypnosis.com down below. Press the subscribe button in the corner. Comment where in the world you're coming from. I'm in Maui. I love to read them through and see where you live as well. Have an amazing day, and thank you so much for watching.